And all new The 5 Lives of Chris Angel, Mind Freak, Wednesday at 10 on A&E.
Jeff and Nadine put off designing their master bedroom for so many years, and now they're counting on me and my design team to put a good game plan in place for them. We're going with a transitional style between modern and traditional with a little hint of Asian. I'm going to replace the old closet doors with new sliding closet doors to give Nadine and Jeff that Asian feel that they're looking for. I'm going to add an antique console table to the front of the room. Other than the master bed and the master bedroom, there's no other furniture. We're going to add a bench to the end of the bed and a lounge chair in the corner. Finally, since there's only one window on the bed wall, I'd like to bring some symmetry into the room by bringing in a drapery which will go from one end to the next. And hopefully, they'll like it. I think we put a pretty good plan together for you guys. As you can see right here, we have a king-size bed. We have the 2 nightstands, gorgeous pillows. We incorporated a bench.
You think then that it'll be better than what I got going on upstairs right now?
Right now, this is your bedroom.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Sad.
No, sad. It's devastating. It's a tragedy.
For now.
For now. Yeah. So you asked for an Asian theme, and you asked for some pop.
Kind of show you where we're going color-wise.
So I figured we would look for something that gives you a little red and a little Asian pop to it. And then the bench ties into it, a couple fabrics that we pulled for the bench. So which one of the 3 you like?
I like this one the best.
Okay, you like it, but what about Jeff?
Whatever she says.
I like that. Let's move into the texture of the walls. So she pulled several different samples of wallpapering. Let's look at some seagrass, possibly on the walls. Now, I'm still trying to figure out if it's the entire wall, part of the wall. Still kind of trying to play with it.
I'm for the whole wall. I'd like to see it wrapped around the room.
Yes.
You know, started thinking, because you have one window on this side, nothing on this side, how can we get some symmetry going across? Hey, why don't we put this entire wall in drapes?
The idea here is to create some type of symmetry in the room while we're faking it. So you want your eye to consistently roll around the room. You're very quiet, Nadine.
No, because it does look interesting. It does look interesting. That's why I'm not saying anything.
Usually when you love something, you say, I love that, though.
Yeah,
so you're quiet.
I don't know.
Is this a new world for you?
It's a new world.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they really didn't have a clear understanding of what a drapery wall was, what it could do to the room, how sexy it can make it.
I think I just need some more time to think about it.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah,
I'm
when
glad
can
that
we
you guys-
start?
Well, as soon as you make up your mind.
I'm glad you're excited.
If you make up your mind before tomorrow, then we'll start tomorrow. They're like a basketball or yo-yo. They're up and down like a roller coaster. So hopefully here in the next several hours, I'll get a phone call from them saying, hey, we're gonna go with the drapery wall so we can start placing the orders. Jeff and Nadine, they like my idea of combining a modern style with a little bit of a traditional with a hint of Asian. So we're gonna start with the bedding, taking some pillows with an embroidered dragon that will give you an Asian feel to it. Taking the colors from the bedding, I decided to use like this greenish taupe on the wall coverings, and then this burnt orange for the bench at the end of the bed. We're gonna use seagrass as the wall covering and a natural material called raffia for the bench. We're gonna go with a 100% wool rug. Because this is a bedroom, we wanna make sure that we're using something nice and soft. To add some contrast to the room, I found a nice, dark console with an Asian influence that happens to be an antique. Also, my plan is to install a drapery wall that's made out of a cream-colored silk. Jeff and Nadine, they haven't made up their mind yet on the drapery wall, but Jeff told me that his wife Nadine is pretty much running the show. Hopefully, she can make up her mind and we can get going on the project.
Hey, what's the latest on Nadine today?
It's always a different story every single day. She has flip-flopped on this design for the drapery wall at least 4 times now.
And if we don't get her to make a decision soon,
We're screwed.
I don't have any other client right now that we're working on that needs this much hand-holding. We're at such a standstill right now without a decision being made that it's just frustrating. I can't do anything until she commits. Hi, Nadine. How are you? I received your email this morning in regards to the draper wall, and I just want to talk to you and try to get some clarification as to what your thoughts are now. And
I'm just too nervous of this drapery wall. I just, you know,
right, yeah, you've mentioned
it
that.
feels like it's going to be more difficult than I want to deal with.
And that's fine. Keyshawn and I both thought the draper wall would be a really interesting treatment to do in your room.
I just, something inside me is saying, you know, be careful of this drapery wall.
I just want to make sure that before we move forward on a plan B, you guys are definitive in that you absolutely do not want to move forward with the drapery treatments for whatever the new reasons are.
It just doesn't make sense. You know, I've got so much going on. I mean, I've got walls covered in stuff. You know what? I don't like it. I'm not happy. My gut feel said no.
Okay, and that's
because Jeff, you know, but my gut feel said no.
I just wanted to, you know, we've gone back and forth for the past couple weeks on this.
It just doesn't make sense.
Well, again, you know,
I'm not happy. No.
Sabina has now pissed Nadine off. Now I have to go over there, kind of be the buffer. Hopefully, Nadine falls back in love with me and everything works out perfect. Sabina kind of told me in one of our meetings that you guys had some concerns with the drapery walls and that you may want to do something different over there. You're the homeowner. We want to give you what you want, but we want to also make sure that it looks good.
I'm worried about it.
Yeah, we're gonna lose half of that window. That means we basically have 2 panes of glass to show the light.
I spoke to a friend of mine who does all our drapes for us, and he said that you would be using a lot of material, which would mean a lot of dust.
They gave us all sorts of excuses about the drapery wall, dust and this and that. I would rather for them to be upfront with me and just say, hey, Keyshawn, we don't like it, we don't want it. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. I'm just gonna go back to the drawing board and give them something that they really want. So look, the drapery wall is out. We'll figure out something else to do with this wall for you. This wall will be great. It won't look like a piece of paint when we're done with it. So
That would look beautiful.
we don't have to continue to just keep beating a dead horse about the wall. We get it, we understand, it's fine. Why is this on the end of the bed?
that's why I say let's get rid of it.
That's not what you said. You said, look funky on the bench, you'd rather have it on the bed. That's
No,
what you said.
I
Did she
said-
not say that, Edward?
Yeah, you actually did.